Hey guys, Penny Digger here. I made a little video yesterday, and I told Paul that I was gonna be uploading it, and it took about 2 hours to upload it off my phone, and then it told me the video was too long, so I had to delete it, and I'm not gonna ride all the way back out to the rattlesnake grounds to show everybody, but the grass out there is getting about 6 inches high all over the field. It's getting to where it's impossible to swing a coil. You know, you need to have your coil out there about an inch above the ground to get your good detection. And you get down there and you're swinging it through the grass, and it's going bing, 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 bing every time that you hit some of the higher vegetation, and you're getting a lot of false things, and you slow down and go slow and there's nothing there. So I think I've about exhausted my possibilities at the rattlesnake grounds until well, about the first of next year, when they cut the grass. They only cut it once a year, just get cleaned up for the rattlesnake roundup, unless they have some other function out there, and then maybe they'll get out there and cut the grass, but that's their big function every year. So I think I'm about exhausted my time at the rattlesnake grounds. I need to find someplace else to hunt now. They got a city park in Cairo, but there's not much there except for what people have just dropped recently. They got an old city park in Bainbridge that was established in 1909 that I checked once. I didn't check it extensively, but I need to get back out there and check it again. It's just a matter of having the gas to go. They've also got a couple other city parks there. They got several big state parks that probably hold a lot of goodies, but you know, they frown on you getting in there and digging in state parks. But anyway, the city parks I can dig in, and as soon as I get this chair sold and get that F2 with the pinpointer, then I'm going to start knocking on some doors and see if we got a lot of old houses around here, over in Bainbridge and Cairo and here in Wickham, and I'm sure some of them will probably let me detect on their property. I'm sure all of them won't, because most of them you mention digging on the property, and somehow they envision you coming in with a backhoe and digging up their yard. So I'm going to take a picture of a hole that I've dug and show them how I do it and what it looks like when I'm done, so I can show them, you know, here's what I do, and here's what it looks like when I'm through. I'm not going to tear your property up. If you want to watch me do one, you know, get out here and walk with me in the yard and watch me find one target and dig it and show you that I'm not going to destroy your property. I'll be glad to do that. But I think I can find a few people that'll. It's a small community, several small communities, and they're understandably kind of hesitant to work with strangers. And even though I spent every summer down in Cairo when I was growing up, and I've got family down here, and I've got family in Camilla, I've got, you know, got family all over the place, but they still look at me kind of as a stranger. We've only been here for about 6 years. Now, some of them remember who I am from my knife stands that I had set up, but a lot of the older people wouldn't know. So since I'm not some young punk kid standing on their porch asking to dig up their yard, but I'm an old grizzled man that looks like could be Santa Claus, and maybe I can get a few of them to let me dig. And there's always the beach. I'm hoping as soon as I get that other detector to be able to take at least one day out of each month and go down to the beach during the heavy tourist season, because Panama City Beach is very well populated. I'd like to go down there, get some headlamps and everything, and go down there and get down there right about sunset, where you don't have so many people coming up to you, hey, what you doing? Or looking at you like the weird metal detector guy on the beach. You know, we've all seen them. You know, go down there either early in the morning before people start hitting the beach, or get down there in the evening and go for a night hunt. Might even be able to pick a few blue crabs up off the beach. But also, I was telling Paul, I had put on that video what the deal was last week, because I've had several people say they hadn't seen me on here and they wondered what happened to me. Well, last week I had kind of a go to hell week. Monday morning I had to get up and go get my blood work done at my doctor's office. Plus it was the first of the month and my wife gets her check on the first, so I had to go pay a few bills. Then Tuesday, my neighbor had a procedure she was getting done where they were going to sedate her and she couldn't drive and she needed someone to drive her. So I had to take care of that. And then Wednesday I had to go to pain management, which is about an hour and a half drive up and an hour and a half drive back. And then it was the third of the month and my check comes in. So then I had to go pay a few more bills. And then Thursday I had to take my neighbor back to the doctor's office to get blood work done and pick up her delicious stuff to drink for her CT scan. Tastes like you're drinking chalk. But then Friday morning I had to take her for her CT scan. So I didn't have a whole lot of time to get out doing any digging last week. And now that I'm not going to be able to go up to the rattlesnake grounds, which is only about a 3-mile drive from my house, I'm probably not going to be putting up a video a day like I was for a while, but y'all will be seeing me. And then as far as my health, which everybody knows that knows me well, I'm diabetic and I got some ulcers on my heels that popped back up, and 2 on my lower shins that popped up, and my doctor was concerned about that, so she's sending me back to wound care. And I got to go down there Friday, but I think mainly it was because I ran out of stuff. I ran out of a lot of the wound care stuff that they had given me, and I ran out of, to be honest, I ran out of a lot of my medicines. And I kept waiting for my doctor's office to call, and they never did, and I finally got hold of them, and the receptionist said, well, I called to set up an appointment, and you told me to just cancel all your appointments, you weren't coming back. I said, no, ma'am. Those words have never left my mouth. I don't know what number she called. She might have called one of my old numbers, and whoever it was just decided, I'm tired of getting calls for this Thomas McNeil, and just told him something to get him off his back. That's possible. But I know I never said that. So, anyway, I got all my meds back. I got my insulin back, and my metformin, and my glyburide, and my high blood pressure medicine, and everything. So, now my wife can't send me to an early grave. She loves to try and give me a heart attack. But anyway, but that's all that is. And Treasure Jack, dude, thank you very much for your heartfelt words. There's no problem. You don't need to worry about me. I'm okay. Like I said, if anything bad happens, even if I'm in a hospital room, I'll make a video in the hospital room and send y'all something to tell you what's happening with me. But I want to give a quick little shout out to Paul and Ben and Axel up in Michigan, and Keithy6 playing up there in the snow. I noticed it was still snowing the other day, but it is spring. It's just a little slower coming to Alaska. Mike, I know you're not going to be doing as much out in the daytime. You might get out there early morning or late evening, because it gets kind of hot out in Arizona in the summertime. So it's getting to the end of your season. But also, Metal Gopher, hi to you. EC Treasure Hunters. Guys, y'all always keep me laughing. Congratulations on that first silver, dudes. I can't wait until I find my... I did finally manage to get a 1964 quarter. And the reason y'all didn't see me dig it is because I'm honest. I'm not going to try and go out and dig a hole and throw it in it and go, oh, look what I found. I do have a 1964 silver quarter, but the way I got it is my son's girlfriend came over and she had some coins she wanted me to do electrolysis to, and among them was this 64 quarter, and she offered to trade it to me if I had something that she didn't have in her collection, and she traded it to me for a 36 Buffalo nickel. I think it was a good trade. What do you think? Anyway, also Treasure Jack down in Middle Florida. You know, I already said hi to you guys, but hi again. All my buddies over on the other side of the pond, you know, John 316 and Jet Ski John and Jackie. Hey guys. John, you should be getting your package from me in the next few days, I hope. I hope you like it. And Jackie, I know you told me when you sent me those coins, and I haven't received them yet, but I expect them anytime too, that you weren't asking for anything in return. But I've got you a little something sitting in there on my kitchen counter, and as soon as I get your return address off that package, I'm going to get them sent off to you. Or get it sent off to you, not them. But also Billy down in Australia at LostTreasureAU.com. He was doing a bottle dig and dug up some really cool bottles, and I told him how cool they were, and I said, dude, I'll never be able to afford to buy any because I know they run $20, $30 a piece on the internet. And he sent me a message and said he'd be glad to send me a couple of bottles and send me some stickers too. And just, where are you? This is kind of an awesome community that we're part of. We do things for each other like that all the time, and you hear some people like Roland B64 talking about negative comments, and you're going to get those from time to time, but if you just tell them to F off and leave you alone, and you ignore them or block them or report them if they're being real negative, we're all adults, but some of us don't act that way. But for the most part, I'd say 99.9% of the metal detecting community are good people. Everybody that I've been involved with, I love you guys. But back to my shout outs. I said John 316 and Jet Ski John and Jackie. I dig it too. And Caroline, hi to you guys. Shania, hi to you. Let's see, Tempest Fugit or Fugit. Excuse me, I mispronounced the last part. Tempest Fugit. Hi to you. Dasata, hi to you. I know I'm forgetting some of the guys over there on that side of the pond, and I apologize. Oh, yeah, Scorpio in Scotland and relic digging in Scotland. You know, hi to you guys. I've got over 160 people I subscribe to, so I'm not about to try and go through the list like I did once before. I only had 104 or something then. 100, I don't know. I had over 100. But I'm not going to try and do that again. It's just too involved. But everybody that subscribes to my channel, when I started this, I really didn't ever expect to get a subscriber. 10 subscribers would have blown my mind. I've got 88 subscribers now. And I'm a little bit overwhelmed. In fact, more than a little. I don't really know what to say about it because I didn't expect this kind of a response, especially since I haven't been able to get out and do any live digs really yet. And as soon as I get my JVC camera, which will be about the end of the summer, I'll be able to get it. Then I'll be able to get out and do some live digs and everything. Things will improve a little bit, but I've gotten some nice comments on my videos and people saying they like them, so you know, they'll get better. But anyway, before I make this video too long, and it takes 2 hours to download, and then it tells me the video is too long, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. But to all my subscribers and all my friends out there, guys, we'll see you later. This is Penny Digger, and we're out.